Well, now, once again, I'm moving, but once again, I'm faced with leaving a big Hypertufa behind. This is my giant, most largest ones I've made at this particular home. Really, really big, planted with erodium and polka dot plant this spring. Liked it, didn't like it, but I am worried about having to leave it behind. You can see how well the erodium's doing. It doesn't have as much flowers as it usually does, but I think it's because it's overshadowed by the polka dot plant. Now, I've pulled all the polka dot plants here in the front edge. Some of them broke off and are trying to grow back from the bottom, as you can see. But the erodium looks really, really healthy. It's just not blooming as much as it usually does. But polka dot apparently isn't getting as much sun as it should to keep it a small and compact plant, so it's getting taller and taller, reaching for the sun. That's just what I am surmising from how it behaves. You know, it's a pretty plant and it would make a good bedding plant outside. I'd never grown it outside before, but I don't like it in this Hypertufa dish. This Hypertufa is really, really heavy. You can see how massive it is. It was a real struggle getting it in place. And once again, I don't know if I can move it to the new house. I would need to depend on the kindness of my son, his friends, my grandson, whoever could help load this. And of course, the driveway is way there across. It would have to be carried a long way or maybe put on one of those truck dollies. But you can probably see the imbalance of those two plants. I really don't like it. And if and when it goes to the new house, the rest of those polka dot plants are history, just like that little bundle lying right there beside it. I'm getting rid of them. But I really like this one, and I think it would really look good at the new place. Now, it's under my office window here, and I like it there, but I'm not really sure where I want to place it at the new area. I'm gonna have a real decision to make because there are a lot of pots, planters, and different things that I've got to move. I want to, of course, take all those pedestals. They're heavy too. We're probably going to end up having to rent a truck of some kind solely for the plants. And I'm not leaving my Roseanne geranium behind. Some of that's going with me. You can see some of the other pots and things that I've got to bring. They'll be heavy, but I want them. I'm going to abandon them if at all possible. But meanwhile, over at the new house, if you've remembered the last videos, there's the bird bath out in a tiny rock garden out back. Something has knocked it over. I'm going to try to rescue it once again. I do have some Rose of Sharon in a hedge out back. But let me tell you where I've considered moving my Hypertufa planters to. There is a long bed out front with a lot of English ivy in it. You can see how it's grown up repeatedly against this brick, getting taller and taller. Now, I do want to rip that down, take it away, and I've gone back and forth about considering keeping this bed. That's about 30 feet long, or maybe a little longer, since it reaches out to the driveway. Little grass in this end, but then changes over to the vinca, and of course a lot of weeds. Thistles are in here. There's some wild strawberry in here. Some little scrub trees have taken root and are growing, but each time we come over, it's farther and farther up the brick, and I don't want to keep that. It's just not what I'm interested in having grow up the side, but I've been back and forth whether or not to keep it and keep it as a backdrop to my planters, or am I just creating a monster because later, if and when I change my mind, I've got to move all the heavy planters to dig it all out or have it dug out. I did have a guy come over and give me a rate for what he might charge to take it all out, but haven't got that quote back, but I'm bracing myself, because I'm sure it'll be quite expensive. He did say that they would just kind of scoop it and roll it to take it all out, and then spread mulch here or gravel, whatever I wanted. But again, I've got to see the price, because it's getting expensive moving into this new house and everything that we have to do to get all the updates taken care of. And then, I don't know where I'm going to be putting all the rest of my plants. This would be for some of the outdoor stone planters. I've got tons of more planters to come over. Look at all these. There's just a small glimpse, and these are only the ones that are outdoors right now. I'm not even showing indoors. Wish me luck. I've got a lot of work to do.